Good morning to everyone. In this lecture, EC8652 Wireless Communication, the Unit 2 Cellular Architectures. In previous session, we are studied the introduction of multiple access techniques for FDMA and TDMA. Now, today we are going to discuss the code division multiple access. This is one of the multiple access schemes. First of all, what is CDMA technology? The CDMA, that is a code division multiple access, is a channel access method used by various radio communication technologies. In the CDMA is an example of multiple access where several transmitter can send information simultaneously over a single communication channel. This allows several users to share a band of frequency. So the CDMA technique, many users share the same carrier frequency. The narrow band message signal is also multiplexed with a spreading signals of large bandwidth. This spreading signal is actually a pseudo noise spreading signals is pseudo noise code sequence and it higher chip rate than the data rate of message signal. Some channels shared by several users there are many problem of near fair problem effect. In CDMA, the main advantages when compared to other multiple access scheme is required level of interference. Since each user or subscriber is allocated an individual pseudo-random code word that is orthogonal to all other code word of remaining user at the receiving end, the receiver selectively turn to receive the intended signal of the user and it proper power control measurement are done in the CDMA to avoid the near fair problems. Now we can move to the features. The features of CDMA is a soft capacity, frequency efficiency and a large spectrum, high data rate and high detected power as compared to desired user. So the capacity, that is a soft capacity, it limit the TDMA and FDMA methods. If the spreading sequence are not exactly orthogonal from one user and to another user, there may be self-jamming problem in CDMA. Hence, this spreading sequence or pseudo-random noise code has to be carefully planned and then it should multiplex with their message signal. The CDMA radio signal strength indicator is being used in CDMA to have the better power control. And also the CDMA has a less interference problem due to the allocation of unique code to each user and this multiple access technique is applied for different areas than other multiple access techniques. Now we can move to the CDMA technique. The narrowband message is also a multiplex with a spreading signal of narrowband large bandwidth. This spreading signal is actually a pseudo noise code sequence. It has a higher chip rate than the data rate of message signal. So we can see the base station to different mobile user. There is a mobile station is a unique code word. So the forward link, a composite signal which is transmitted to all user in and differentiated by code. Now the CDMA in which each channel are assigned a unique code which is orthogonal to code with other user. That is a channel 1 to channel N. We can assign the unique code, that is a pseudo noise code sequence in the different time and frequency method. So in this features of multiple access method of FDMA on compared to the TDMA in the CDMA, it is a unique code efficiency better than the various multiple access techniques. Now we can move to the working of CDMA. The code division multiple access is entirely different approach from the time division multiple access. The CDMA, after digitalizing the data, spread out of the data over the entire available bandwidth. Multiple calls are overlapped to each other on channels which is assigned with a unique code sequence. The CDMA is a form of spread spectrum technique, which means data can send in small pieces over a number of available to use at any time in the specified range. Now the continuation of presentation. It below diagram shows there is only one channel which is accessing by 4 stations, that is a mobile stations at the same time. Each channel has its own code, that is a C1 to Cn, and each channels want to transmit the data. The code will be assigned if it is satisfied following to the properties. The first property number 1, it pick any 2 stations, code up and multiply them, you will get a resultant and sum up the resultant. If it become to 0, it will satisfy the first property. And then the second property, the pick any station, code up and multiplexing it with own self, if you get a answer as equal to the total number of stations, it will satisfy the property 2 as well. Therefore C1 into C1 equal to total number of stations, that is allocated total number of sequence in the 1 1 1 1 into the 1 1 1 1 is equal to 1 1 1 equal to 4 values. Now we can move to the advantages and disadvantages of CDMA technology. The advantages, it improve in capacity and security. And number 2, it improve the handover procedure and handoff procedures. And number 3, it uses of wide bandwidth, and it has more number of user can share the same bandwidth. It is well matched with other cellular technologies. Then the disadvantages, the number is more complicated. The guard band and guard time both are required to be provided. As the number of user increases, the overall quality of the services is decreased. Now, in this entire session, we are discussed the code division multiple access in the multiple access schemes. Now, the next session we are going to discuss the capacity calculations, that is the capacity of cellular networks. Thank you for watching this video.